Chelsea failed to score for the first time since the new manager took over, but kept a fifth consecutive clean sheet thanks to one of the main positives so far. Kepa Arrizabalaga again looked the supreme goalkeeper that the club. He may even be the most informed goalkeeper in the league right now, as he followed an excellent performance at Aston Villa with an even better one at Brentford, to secure a 0-0 draw. Kepa was the difference between a chastening first defeat for Potter and a fairly solid display that the English manager's team grew into. Ivan Toney is meanwhile surely growing into a proper option for the World Cup. He didn't score here, but that was only through the heroics of Kepa. Kepa's defense regularly struggled with his movement. Given that Potter has already constructed quite a sophisticated formation with Chelsea, Brentford had even more reason to return to one of their more rudimentary attacking approaches. That was aerial bombardment. It should always be acknowledged here that there is much more calculation to this than 1980s Route 1, given the spaces Brentford try to find, but the very end result can be similar. It causes chaos. Chelsea struggled with it. Brentford frequently got in behind. They just had a tough time getting past Kepa. The Spanish goalkeeper's reactions were sharpened by similar attacks at Aston Villa on Sunday, especially as he twice saved from point-blank range, and it made him even more assured here. Toney should have been celebrating twice, and would have been were it not for Kepa's reflexes. It wasn't just that he was making these stops, either. Some, in particular the two from Toney, were spectacular. The goalkeeper suddenly leapt back to tip the ball over the bar. Kepa wasn't the only one performing dramatic interventions, mind. Kalidou Koulibaly, who had occasionally been stretched in play, offered some brilliant recoveries with fine interventions. For one, the Senegalese centre-half got his foot to a ball just as Toney was about to shoot. Chelsea began to assert control, and finally play much higher up the pitch. It did give Kepa a different challenge, though. Rather than aerial bombardment, he had to face speedy breaks on the ground. For one, he managed to get back to cut out one audacious lob. For two late on, he superbly narrowed the angles of Toney and Rico Henry to smother chances. It ensured the game remained in the balance. It has become quite an encouraging redemption, as Chelsea try and evolve into something else. Brentford, by contrast, have never been sure about what they are.